Hi, and welcome to Asana Academy. I'm Meghan Hargrave, and welcome. Welcome to an edition of Restorative Asana Academy. For many of us who are on the East Coast, we're having a little resurgence of winter, and about this time as we begin to approach the spring equinox, where we shift from winter into spring, there's this sense of heaviness and tiredness, almost like we're preparing for the spring and preparing for what's new and what will blossom in our lives this spring to come. I like to think of it as the blades of grass poking up through the snow. That certainly takes a lot of effort and energy, and while there's new growth and new life that happens with that, those blades of grass meet a lot of resistance and weight as they're breaking through the snow, much as do we coming into the spring season. So sometimes we need to activate what we call our parasympathetic nervous system, which is the rest and digest. And restorative yoga is known for doing just that. If you are new to restorative yoga, it is a practice that helps to relax and release the body, dropping it into this rest and digest nervous system by using props, blocks, bolsters, etc. to fully support the body so there's no muscular energy being used. Today I've actually grabbed just some regular items I have around my house, so that as you have regular items around your house, you are able to engage in these poses and practices as well. So you want to have 2 or 3 pretty dense, large pillows, and then you'll also want to have a blanket. We're going to begin today, I'm going to take my tea off to the side here. We're going to begin today by stacking the couple of pillows up here, and then placing one against. And we're going to bring our sit bones right to the base of these pillows. You're going to take your blanket and then roll it up along the long side of the blanket. Good. Bringing the soles of the feet together and dropping the knees out nice and wide, you're going to take the blanket over the ankles, right? So sitting on top of them. And then like you were stuffing tissue paper into a present for somebody, wrap the rest of the blanket around the ankles to give the hips some support. And then just begin to lean back, reclining onto the blankets and the bolster or your pillows. You should feel a nice gentle opening in the heart. The shoulders should feel like they're wrapping around the back of the bolster or the pillows. And it should feel like someone came behind you at your heart center and gently guided the heart center up towards the sky. Let the arms fall to the side, palms face up. And just begin to breathe, taking a few deep, big belly breaths. Inhaling into the belly. And exhaling with an open mouth. Inhaling into the belly, feeling the base of the spine ground into the earth. Exhaling, feeling the shoulders wrapping around the pillows, releasing towards the earth. One more inhale, feeling the center of the chest and the heart open, blossoming, rising towards the sun. As everything else draws heavy, releasing into the earth. And then to come out of this shape, you'll come out of it the way you came into it. Draw the hands along the hips, press into the palms, and begin to stack the shoulders back up over the hips. Take the hands to the outsides of the knees, guide the knees into the midline, and then remove your blanket off to the side. So you're going to come on, leaving your pillows as they are, coming onto the knees, facing your set up pillows. We're going to come into a wide-kneed child's pose. So you're going to come to straddle your pillows. Big toes will touch at the back of the mat, and the knees will go wide, framing the pillows. The pillows will hug right into your belly button. So for me, I may remove a pillow and turn them on the diamond side. That way I can pull them right on into my belly. Kind of just a matter of zhuzhing your pillows up. And I'm going to add a 3rd pillow. And then I'm going to go ahead and drape my torso over the blankets. You want to keep your hips below your heart. In other words, you want the heart above the hips. This helps to tell the nervous system to drop into that rest and digest mode. When the heart is below the hips, in other words, way up here like this, it activates that fight or flight system. What it does is drain the blood back from the extremities towards the heart. And while that's a wonderful thing for circulation, it also is very energizing for the body rather than grounding or calming. So in this shape, just let the weight of the body fully drop into the pillows. Begin to feel the sense of the floor rising up to meet you. Thinking of basic physics here. For every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. So feeling the floor rising up to meet you. With every exhale, feeling yourself let go of the shoulders, maybe of the hips or the glutes, of the palms, turning them face up, and feeling that floor rise up to meet you. Take one more big inhale here. Feel the ribs spread east to west. And then exhale. On your inhale, draw the palms back under the shoulders. Press into the palms and stack the shoulders back up over the hips, coming out of this shape. So we're going to deconstruct our pillows just a little bit. I recommend taking 2 pillows, and we're going to turn them back the lengthwise of the mat. You're going to come around under your sit bones and take the shins on top of the pillows. Ideally, we want to make a nice right angle with the shins. And I may actually need this 3rd pillow, as mine are mostly dense, but not quite dense enough. Ideally, we want to get those shins right parallel to the earth. You're going to scooch your sit bones fairly close to the base of your pillows or your bolster, and then come to recline on the back. You'll know that the back is in the right place when you feel all 4 corners of the sacrum, that bony structure shaped like a diamond that sits between your sit bones and between your glute muscles, between your buttocks. So right now I can feel the top edge of that diamond towards my head grounded and the sides, but not the bottom. So I need to scooch up just a little bit in order to feel all 4 corners of that diamond structure ground. And then I'm going to feel lots of length in the spine, from the tip of my tailbone through the low back, the mid back, the upper back, and the neck. I'll let my arms fall out to the sides, palms face up. Just begin to take some simple breathing. This is a really nice posture for those that struggle with low back pain, or in general are just looking for a little bit of spine relief. If you struggle with any sort of spinal stenosis or disc degeneration, there's lots of support of the floor rising up to meet you with the knees under the pillows. Breathing into the belly and exhaling into the floor, letting that floor rise up to meet you. Using deep belly breathing to activate that parasympathetic, restful nervous system. And exhaling, letting it go. One more fullest inhale here. Exhale with a sigh. To come out of this pose, hug the knees into the chest, not worrying about what happens to the pillows, and roll on to your side. Press the top hand into the mat, rising up to a comfortable seat, and crossing the legs. So ideally, we'd like to spend between 3 to 5 minutes in each of these shapes. So maybe even just setting a little gentle timer on your cell phone for this practice and moving from shape to shape. Remembering that transitions between shapes are equally as important as the postures themselves because they allow the nervous system to remain in that restful state. For many of us, we spend most of our waking hours in the sympathetic nervous system, which is activated, fight or flight. And so by engaging in the restorative practice, we can help balance the body's energies out and restore and rest for the days and the weeks ahead. From my practice to yours, thanks for joining for Asana Academy, a special edition Restorative Asana Academy. We'll see you same time, same place on the mat next time. I'm Meghan Hargrave. Thanks for tuning in. Namaste.